to the Fit Foodie on Graziella TV. Today I'm going to show you how to make an easy and quick beef stew. Well, actually, not that quick. We're going to be doing it in our slow cooker. So the preparation is super quick and then it cooks while you do everything else. So let's get started. So right back here I have a deep pot that I am heating on medium-high. This is where the recipe actually begins. So you're going to brown your beef and then get it into your slow cooker. I have my slow cooker right here on high or low depending on how many hours. So if you want to do it on high, it's 4.5 hours. If you want to do it on low, it is about 7 hours. Okay, so right here I have some avocado oil. This is a really high heat cooking oil that I like to use. So you want to cover the bottom of the pot generously. Next I'm going to take my meat and we're going to season it with salt and pepper. So here I have a coarse grind Himalayan salt, which I really love. And I'm going to move this to make it a nice coarse black pepper grind. Okay, so don't laugh, I'm getting a glove because I really don't want to wash my hands 100,000 times. And also my hands are really sensitive and they tend to get incredibly dry. So I've got the gloves, so I'm just going to throw it out. All right, one last sprinkle, salt and pepper. And I think our pan is just about ready. So let's throw this in. Perfect sizzle. So you want to get that meat nice and brown all over. So about halfway through the cooking, in about 4 to 5 minutes, I'm going to add some onion. Oh, that smells so delicious already. So in the meantime, I'm going to get my beef stock ready. So I have about 4 cups of beef stock here. If you don't have that on hand, you can use chicken, vegetable, or even some water with a little bit of soy sauce in it. That works well too. Okay, this is looking great. Now I'm going to add my onion and garlic. So here I have 1 large onion that is just roughly chopped. And next I'm going to put in 4 cloves of garlic that I'm just smashing. I love doing that. So right about now I'm just going to cover it for about 2 minutes. Perfect. So now we're going to take the cover off and I'm adding in my stock. Now let's just cover that for about 30 seconds and then we're going to add it to our slow cooker. Now I'm just getting out a few potatoes. So here I've got some medium-sized yellow potatoes. These are my favorite. So I'm just going to give them a nice rough chop. I'm going to cut them in half and then quarter them. And depending on your timing of this dish, you can choose to put the potatoes in right at the beginning. That's totally fine, but they will be on the softer side. But if you're going to be home in the last hour and a half of cooking, then you can add these then and they'll be firmer potatoes in the dish. So what I like to do is add potatoes and carrots in the last hour and a half of cooking. But many times I've done it where I've left for work and I've left it on low for 7 hours and it was perfectly fine, just the vegetables are a little bit softer. Okay, now I'm just going to turn this off and we're putting it into the slow cooker. Okay, be careful, it's very hot.
After you pour everything in, make sure you give it a good stir and cover.
Now I'm going to add in 3 cups of hot water.
I don't use all stock because it's harder to control the salt content.
And we can't forget, let's set our timer. So mine is on high and I'm doing it for 4.5 hours.
You want to get that meat cooking as quickly as possible and then we'll add the rest.
Perfect. So now I'm going to add some spices to our stew. Here I have some bay leaf and thyme. I'm going to take 1 nice large bay leaf, put that in there. I really love the flavor of bay leaf in beef stews as well as in chicken. It really just brings out the flavor. Now I'm putting in about a teaspoon of dried thyme. Now I'm going to chop up some 2 very large carrots, or about 3 medium-sized carrots. You want a rough chop because these, like I said, if you're going to leave them in the whole time, they're going to get really soft. It's also kind of a rustic meal. Meal. Let's get our potatoes in there. And our carrots. So now what I'm going to do is make a slurry. I've got about 2.5 tablespoons of cornstarch here. You can choose arrowroot as well, that works well. And I'm just going to mix the water in, and it's going to thicken up our sauce. So you can do this at the very beginning. Again, if you're gonna leave it all day and you'll be gone, you can do this at the very beginning, or what I like to do at the very end. So it kind of lets the meat cook in all of those yummy juices. And then at the very end, I thicken it with this, either on the stovetop or right in the pot. Both of them work well. The hardest part about this is waiting for the meal to be ready.
This is such a hearty and delicious dinner the whole family will love, especially in the cold winter months.
Thank you so much for watching The Fit Foodie on Graziella TV. And don't forget to like us on facebook.com/Graziella TV. And please like this video and share it. Comment below and let me know what you think of this recipe when you make it. I'll see you next time. Bye.